Hi there, Katie Stevenson, back again with John Luddy. We are from Norcom Mortgage in Avon, Connecticut, and we are back talking about reverse mortgages today. Welcome back, John. Good to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back.
So, John, in our first segment, we talked about using a reverse mortgage to purchase a home. Can you talk about how someone would use a reverse mortgage to purchase a home?
Okay, that's a great question. And reverse mortgages are a brilliant way for a senior to purchase a home. We think often about a reverse mortgage as a refinancing tool, but you can also now use it to purchase a home. You have to have a significant down payment.
Okay.
Maybe 50%. So you might be selling your home and you might be right sizing. You might be buying a home that's closer to grandchildren or more conducive to growing old in, that's handicap accessible or all on one floor. And it's, really something that you feel that you can be with and be happy with for a long time. So you can use a reverse mortgage. You might sell your existing home, or you might just simply have money available to you. Because as I said, it does require a significant down payment, and perhaps 50%, depending upon your age.
Sure.
And then it's a mortgage that you can decide what you want to pay each month. So you could decide that you want to pay interest only on this mortgage. You want to pay principal and interest on a 30-year amortization, or a 15 or a 25. It can tailor to your need. So you can make monthly payments because there's no prepayment penalty.
Sure.
And then you could skip a month if you wanted, because you don't have to make a payment. So no one's going to call you on the 15th or the 30th saying, where's your payment?
Sure.
So you can pay along, and let's suppose that you paid for 10 months, you paid $1,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of that, you might call the bank and say, send me back my money. I need that 10 grand back again. My roof is leaking. Any money that you pay in, you can borrow back.
Oh, excellent. Or I can just decide to, hey, I just want to pay my taxes and insurance. I do not want to make monthly payments. I just want to pay the taxes and insurance once a year, and that's it. I can do that?
Absolutely. You can tailor this month to month. Pay nothing.
Excellent.
Pay interest only. Pay a regular payment. Pay a balloon payment if you want.
Sure.
No,
excellent.
You are 100% in the driver's seat. Some folks might be still working and want to continue to make mortgage payments while they're working. And then when they do finally retire, want to stop that payment, and they can do that. But they can always then borrow that money back again if the need arises. So it's really a great way. If you at 65 bought a home and continue to work for 5 years, and at 70 you stop working, so you stop making those payments, and then maybe you pass away at 75, your wife, your partner could access that money and borrow it back and use it for cash flow to supplement his or her income. So it's a lifetime loan, and it's a flexible loan, and it works really brilliant.
Yeah, that's very, very interesting. So just something that kind of we were talking about a little while ago is how has the pandemic changed the landscape of obtaining a reverse mortgage? What are you how are we working with borrowers? And so I guess the question is, how has the pandemic changed the landscape of obtaining a reverse mortgage?
Well, it's done this in several ways. First is how we interact with our borrowers. We're getting better at Zoom meetings. We're getting better at telephone interviews and overnighting packages. Some clients still welcome us into their home, which, we using the utmost of care with masks and gloves and plenty of hand sanitizers. Some clients simply want us to mail us the documents. But what has happened through the pandemic it's increased the need of seniors. It's hit our seniors harder than any other segment of the population. We have increasingly families that don't want mom or they don't want dad to go into the dreaded convalescent home because those
Sure.
have become the epicenter for the outbreak. So they're
Sure.
using around the clock in-house healthcare, and they're using the reverse mortgage to fund that. We're also
Sure.
seeing some self-employed borrowers who aren't able to work
Sure.
because their businesses have been closed, and they're using the reverse mortgage as a way to supplement their income while they're closed. Some of our clients have been, their retirement plans have been interrupted. Either their portfolio is decreased or they've been laid off and know that they're not going to go back to work, or they don't want to go back to work.
Sure.
Some of our clients were working part-time, maybe even as a school bus driver, and
Hmm.
that provided money for their insurance and maybe their golf ticket for the year.
Sure. Sure.
Their kids are saying, Dad, don't, if they open schools in September, don't go back. So they're using
Sure.
the reverse mortgage.
Yeah.
Some of them want to postpone receiving their Social Security so they can
Sure.
maximize the benefit.
Sure. You had talked about just a moment ago about some people their investment portfolios may have been negatively impacted by this. I remember when the pandemic first kind of broke and we started hearing about it on the news back in the end of February and the beginning of March, the stock market tanked and there was just tons and tons in the news about the stock market crashing, and there was a little bit of panic about that. So, can you talk a little bit about how somebody who may have been relying on investment income and that may either not be there anymore or it might be less than they were receiving previously? How would a reverse mortgage be helpful in that type of a situation?
Excellent question. And there was an article in yesterday's Wall Street Journal
Okay.
exactly about that, about
Okay.
seniors in the midst of this. And it features a doctor from Connecticut
Oh, interesting.
who's
Okay.
60 something years old and panicked because his portfolio went down. And he said, I don't want to work another 10 years simply to break even.
Sure.
And what has happened is, even though the stock market has come back some,
Hmm.
seniors are realizing how vulnerable they are, and they don't want to deplete that asset in a downward trend. But the article points out 30% of seniors have taken all of their money out of the market and put it into cash. So what a reverse mortgage can do is allow someone to, instead of upsetting their portfolio under management, something that they've been working on for years to structure properly,
Sure.
and just as they're getting ready to retire, gets upset a little bit. Don't cash in now. Use the
Hmm.
reverse mortgage so that you can continue the lifestyle that you're accustomed to, and
Sure.
not sell low. That's the key
Right.
to
Right.
obviously successful investing. And we don't give our clients financial or investment advice, but we
Right.
all
Right.
know you don't want to sell low and buy high. So
Right.
a
Right. They
reverse
can.
mortgage gives you that tool. And
Sure.
because there's no prepayment penalty, when the market improves, you can always pay yourself back.
Sure. Sure. So they can. So a customer can work with their financial advisor to leave their existing investments in the investment account to grow and get bigger and bigger and use this as cash flow
Exactly.
for now.
Yep.
Interesting. Excellent, excellent. Well, has been some excellent information. I very much appreciate this second segment. Anyway, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to give a call, area code 860-490-4549. And remember, stay tuned for segment number 3. Have a great day.